Hey y'all.
Why you always laugh?
I don't know. It's
You'd be excited.
I'd be excited. I'd be really excited.
We're
because
excited.
I'm thinking I'll be dropping gems.
Because you do. Mad gems, yo.
Thank you. Did you say that?
Yo. Mad gems, yo.
Charles, we just came back from the Sloop Plantation. She not that hip. Hell.
I am.
So, we're talking about relationships. You all right with the Ebola?
Mm-hmm.
Relationships and how people genuinely tell you who they are
all the time,
but we refuse to see them for that.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I think part of it is we're not even aware of it ourselves. But excuse me, some of it is just a refusal, but some of it we don't know.
I don't think that. I think that you always know
on some level.
Because, I had this conversation with a guy that I used to date. And I was like, there's no way that you could be attracted to someone who doesn't have the same qualities that you do. I mean, that's what attraction is the similarity. I've never heard anybody say, you know what, I just love him to death. We don't have nothing in common. Ain't nobody ever said that shit. You like somebody because it feels like coming home to yourself.
But don't you think that could be layered, though?
What do you mean?
Like, sometimes you can see that for what it is, but sometimes you can't. Not right away.
I don't believe that.
I do.
I
think it's layers.
I don't think that there's layers. I think that it's more of you see what you want to see.
Yeah.
And there's a lesson. And there's a lesson in that.
Yeah, like, we see what that can go on and on. But yeah. No, I agree. I just think that you can go so deep with just that.
Have you ever had the experience of loving somebody and then finding out they're not who they were? Who you thought they were?
No.
Really?
No.
Not even with your ex-husband?
No, with my ex. I tell you this all the time. He's never changed. He was showing me himself all the time.
See, I don't think like that with Omar. I don't know who the new person is. Like, that joker right there was the... But you know what? He did show me in other ways.
Right.
And I thought, oh, well, he an asshole to everybody else. Certainly, he ain't gonna do that to me. Lies. Yeah. So we fool ourselves.
We do.
And we can't blame the other person.
Ever.
Ever.
But what we really wanted to talk about was energy.
Oh, go ahead.
So we were talking about, this is all along the lines of people showing you who they really are all the time. So the subject came up about people's homes and how they keep up their homes. And I'll start with myself. So I'm divorced now, but it took me almost an entire year, right, to clean out my garage, which housed so much of my ex's junk.
My God.
And it was just junk. I sent Maya the pictures. Terrible, just piles and piles and piles. And I couldn't understand.
It was bad.
It was really bad. Like Hoarding Alive, Buried Hoarding Alive. That show, it was bad.
Like that.
And so I recently cleared all of that out. One day I just said, you know what, I'm done. And I called the hauling services and I had them and they took all that stuff away. But what I thought about was all that within that year that I said, I want a new relationship. No, I didn't. I didn't. Because I had all that baggage.
Absolutely.
In my home as well as in myself.
Absolutely.
The point is, you can look around in your environment. Look at yourself. Look at your car. Look at your office. Look at your room. Look at your closet. Look at your junk drawers. You will see where your mind is and what you're ready for.
That
was what we. So go ahead and say your part.
Oh, I don't even remember what I was supposed to say.
It was.
But you know what? It was about energy and how energy doesn't lie. When you walk into someone's house and it looked like a whole mess, like they got at least 8 gorillas up in that house tearing up shop. That's an indication of someone who's not ready. Their mind is cluttered. They don't have their stuff together.
Dealing with stuff from the past.
Hoarding all that stuff. When people hoard stuff, 9 times out of 10, they hold grudges.
Yeah.
Because what are you holding on to? Why do you need that cup you had when you were 6 years old? Come on now. Come on, Holy Ghost. That's wrong.
Yeah,
you don't need that. Seriously.
No, that's
seriously. But what else did you want to say?
That was really it. Just to pay attention. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Child.
Guys. I'm sorry. But just to pay attention to energy shows up in everything that we do. Everything that we do, there's an energy behind it.
And if it doesn't feel right,
it's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
And you can't make it right. You can't bend it, you can't twist it, you can't change it. Only thing you can do is accept it or walk the hell away.
Right.
All right. I think we're done.
Thank you guys.
Marlene then coughed all over the video.
I said, excuse me.
Child, the Ebola is real. All right. Bye, family.